So I just wanted to go through a couple of basic commands with you so you have an understanding for what it is that I'm asking you to do with Octave. Hopefully you've gotten in and played around with this a little bit already, but let's just go ahead and type in some commands. So let's go ahead and input a matrix, which we can do by using a capital letter A. I'll use. We can use whatever capital letter we like. And then we'll use some square brackets, and we can enter the row, and then use a semicolon to start the next row. Let's do one more row. Close it off, and we can hit enter, and it will display for us what that particular matrix is. We can do another matrix. I'll call this one maybe B, and I'll make this a column matrix, and enter that. So now we see that we've got both of these matrices in. We can do some things like find the determinant of our matrix using DET, capital A in parentheses. We can see the answer there is 29. We'll compute determinants later on in the quarter, but just showing you some examples of things we can do. We can also create an augmented matrix by putting these two matrices together, and we do that by using square bracket, capital A space capital B, and square bracket. Hit enter, and you can see that it'll go ahead and print what that matrix looks like. We can also RREF, so we can row ref our matrix. It'll do the row reduction for us. One of the other things we can do is change the format. So let me do a quick RREF here on our augmented matrix, just to show you what that looks like. So we do an RREF B. And in this case, it looks like I put in something wrong. So we can use our arrow up to go back and fix that if we want. I can see that I got my brackets out of order. And there's the row reduction for the augmented matrix. We can go format rat and hit enter. So this will make it a rational format for whatever computations we make. And I'm going to use my arrow up to recall the previous command and hit enter. And now you can see we get that same row reduction, but now we get the fractional version of it. So just a couple things that we can do there. There's more commands that you can find. There's stuff just to search online. There's a link if you type in doc. It creates a link to every command that's in Octave, but maybe that's a little bit overkill. Sometimes if you just want to do something I found that's pretty successful, we can just Google it. And then what I need you to do then is to be able to upload a printout of this. I'll ask you to put your name on it and so forth. But you can just go ahead and right click and print. And it should load a preview here of everything that we've done on the screen. You can see it'll go ahead and create multiple pages there if we have to. And then instead of printing to a printer, we would save as a PDF. And then you can go ahead and save that to your computer and upload it where you need to. So that's kind of what I'm asking you to do. And hopefully you guys can navigate through that. If you have any questions, let me know.